Hello everybody and welcome to class. Another week is here, another reason for us to get together and to celebrate dance. Switch your cameras on today. Let's enjoy the fact that we are gathering for another class where we can gain more knowledge, confirm more of what we have understood and known, get to sweat a little bit together. Today is Jive, so it's definitely going to be a little bit more upbeat and a little bit more cardiovascular, even though our solo focus will be on the American spin. American spin, such a incredible set of steps, amalgamation of steps that we all start from the very beginning of our dance journey. I'm sure that when you trace it back to when you started, however long ago or soon ago that was, American spin was present into your curriculum very, very early on, because it is indeed a segment of steps that is so telling about what the dance of Jive truthfully represents. It's very groovy, it's rotational, it's very rocky within it, and as well, of course, it is very partnered. So today's mission is to go over the important segments of the American spin, of the amounts of turn, of the amounts of energy and locating that energy in the body and in the space that you are at. And of course, addressing a few fun variations that you can work with so that you can pick and choose and place it in your personal routines. So what I would gladly and really, really happily suggest for you is to make sure that you take a moment to acknowledge where you are in the room. I know that you have taken this class many times in probably the same setting as you normally do, and you are in that very moment. But what I would like you to acknowledge is, where is your so-called main audience, main wall, main long side? What is the wall behind you representing? That could potentially be the orchestra, right? And then the two sides on your right hand and left hand, which would be the short sides. Why is that important for you to acknowledge today? Because with the amounts of turn that we are doing, you can easily get lost into space. So that would be easier if you mark in your mind that, let's say, if I accept you as my main audience, that will be, let's say, the orchestra and the music, and this will be one of the short sides and the other part of the short side. So locate this for yourself for a quick moment so that you don't get lost into the space. So first and foremost, what we have got to start is bringing some aliveness to our feet, bringing some mobility to our feet, because they are very strongly used into the jive. So for the time being, we're just changing weight from foot to foot. And where we're concentrating is on bringing more pressure to the inside edge of our feet, the inside edge particularly of your big toe, so that when you're placing your feet into the floor, there is a natural tiny bit of turnout. You can't quite feel that inside edge if you were completely parallel feet. So have a little bit of a turnout and shift your weight from side to side, from leg to leg, and feel that depth of pressure in the inside big toe. Good. Now from there, try to increase the size of the step, maybe like shoulder width apart, and really try to now feel how with every single change of weight, the receiving knee is tracking inwards. So you are not marching on the spot, but you are tracking your knee inwards. So if you draw a line, you could see that the knee falls inside that space. And then when I am actually straightening that knee, the hip continues to pendulum and aligns with the standing side. Inside tracking over to the entire leg. Step, trace, step, on, step, switch, smaller, 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 increase, larger, 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 smaller, 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 increase, larger into the side, step, smaller, 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 in, increase, into larger, and smaller, 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 small, and increase into larger. Very good. As the size of the step is increasing, so is the leading conducting side. So if I am on the spot, of course, due to the weight change, there is a dominant side that is appearing into the next direction. When you do have a certain side step larger than a collection, that new side is compressing towards the foot. What does compressing mean? It means that my upper body wants to go towards the floor, but as that force is pressing down, my foot is working with the heel of the floor upwards in order to meet that force. So it should feel almost like exactly a compression. That's why it's called compressed knee. Compress, compress, compress. Don't look at it, feel it. Don't try to look at it. Stay with me here. Tac, tick, tac, tick, tac, tick, tac, tick, tac, tick, tac, tick. Good. Liberate your hip swing. Liberate your hip swing. Increase. Good. Tickety, tickety. Now if we speed up, that should still stay good. Good. Inside, inside edge and inside knee work. Tick, 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 tick. Very good. Now all of you turn your back to me, and I would like to see your movement of your butt be like a smiley face. Ready? And chickity, tickety, 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 tickety. Increase the step size, make the bigger smiley. Now change it underneath yourself and through, and tickety, tickety.